The Beeville Police Department received a call of an unresponsive child at the 100 block of East Flournoy. Due to the nature of the call, multiple agencies responded. Upon arrival, an officer made contact with a grandmother who was holding an 8 month child, where the child at the time was responsive. At this time, we have the scene secure. We contacted the Texas Department of Public Safety, the Texas Rangers, to assist us in this investigation to find the details of what actually occurred.
Yeah, and so what are you guys hoping to find out once the Texas Rangers do get here and they assist with this investigation?
Hoping to find out actually what really happened before we got the call, and then determine from there. I mean, as far as of any action that we need to take. It's an unfortunate scene or call for service in the first responder community, especially this time of year with the heat and so forth. But once the Rangers arrive and collaboration of their investigative skills and our detectives working hand in hand, basically determine what actually occurred before we arrived.
Yeah, and so how long do you think that it might take before we know those answers?
Well, I mean, we're in the beginning stages, so it's going to be a few hours or maybe several hours, because we're basically waiting for the Rangers to arrive from where they're coming from.
Yeah. And when officers arrived this afternoon, I know that it was about 8:30 in the morning when the child was in there. So we're talking from 8:30 until the afternoon when the call comes in and the grandmother of the child comes out and finds the child. At that point, what we know so far is that the child was most likely not alive anymore at that time by the time the grandmother came out and called for police to get there, right?
I believe so. That's the reason why the grandmother summoned the first responders. It was due to the nature or the condition of the baby at the time. So, like I said, once again, once the Rangers arrive here on scene and they conduct their investigations alongside with us, we'll determine, the nature of the cause that led to the baby to be unresponsive.
Yeah. And my last question for you, and just confirming as well, the child is no longer alive right now, right?
The child is deceased.
Yeah. And my last question for you, obviously, this is something in the middle of a very hot summer day in Texas. It's something that everybody needs to be mindful of is how hot it can get inside these cars. What is something, a message to the public after a tragedy like this to really just be more vigilant when it comes to looking after your loved ones?
Yes. And as we know, we see on the news and social media that leaving a child in a vehicle has been a concern throughout the United States, not just here in Texas or in B County, but parents, grandparents, or legal guardians need to understand that we're in the time of year, it's the time of season that due to the triple-digit heat, the humidity, that we need to be a little bit more cautious of who we leave in the vehicle, even pets. We just need to be more aware of our surroundings. If you have somebody in the back seat, if you have somebody even in the passenger seat, we need to be aware that once we come to a standstill or park, that we need to make sure we get everybody out.